Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. Let's begin by taking a look at the current state of the construction industry in Malaysia, which plays a huge role in our economy and also contributes significantly to environmental issues. Our research found that the industry is heavily reliant on traditional construction materials like cement, concrete, and clay bricks. While these materials are familiar and widely used, their production is incredibly resource intensive. They consume large quantities of raw materials, require high energy use, and release greenhouse gas into the atmosphere. All of this contribute to environmental degradation and the depletion of our non-renewable natural resources. At the same time, there is another serious issue, which is plastic waste. Malaysia produces over 1 million tons of plastic waste every single year. Unfortunately, only around 24% of this waste is recycled. The remaining plastic end up being burned, dumped in landfills, or worse, leaking into our rivers and oceans, where it causes long-term damage to our ecosystems. Okay, in response to these findings, our group identified a key focus area where we can make a difference: material reuse and waste reduction, an approach aligned with circular economy principles. This focus area addresses two critical waste streams at once. First, construction waste, by rethinking the materials we use and replacing traditional bricks. Next, plastic waste, by incorporating recycled plastic into the building process. The concept we propose is the use of plastic waste bricks. These are not only practical, but also promote circular use of materials. Here's how they reuse non-biodegradable plastic, which will otherwise go to waste. They help reduce the pressure on landfills and prevent harmful plastic leakage into the environment. And perhaps most interestingly, they can be designed to be modular and reusable, meaning they can be taken apart and used again, or even remelt into new forms at the end of their life cycle. In other words, plastic bricks help us close the loop, keeping materials in use for as long as possible. Our investigation revealed two interconnected challenges that the construction industry in Malaysia must urgently address. First, the industry over-dependence on traditional materials like cement and clay bricks. These materials require high amounts of energy and resources, are associated with large carbon emissions, generate significant construction and demolition waste, and depend on non-renewable resources. Second, the country's growing plastic waste problem. With more than 1 million tons of plastic waste produced annually, we are recycling far too little of it. The rest is either burned, contributing to air pollution, dumped in landfills, taking centuries to degrade, or leak into waterways, harming wildlife and contaminating ecosystems. This paints a clear picture which is unsustainable practices are deeply rooted in the way we build and discard materials. So, what's the solution? Our team believes that one powerful response lies in plastic waste bricks, an innovative idea that tackles both material waste and environmental impact at the same time. This solution supports circular economy principles, where waste becomes a resource, not a burden. By adopting this approach, we are not only helping to solve Malaysia's plastic problem, but also reducing our dependence on energy-heavy traditional materials. It's about building a smarter, cleaner, and more sustainable way. Plastic waste bricks are more than just an idea. They are practical, scalable solutions that can transform how we build and how we protect the environment.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Imran Haziq bin Muhammad Tarmizi, and now I will continue the presentation. Okay, so innovative development. What is plastic waste bricks? Plastic waste bricks are building blocks created by tightly packing clean, dry plastic waste into plastic bottles. This process turns plastic that would otherwise pollute the environment into a useful construction material. These bricks can be used in a variety of building applications and represent a simple yet powerful way to reduce the growing problem of plastic pollution. Why it is aligned with circular economy principles. So how does this innovation align with circular economy principles? Let's look at 3 key principles. Recycling. Plastic waste bricks transform non-recyclable plastic into a new construction material, giving waste a second life. Second one is a waste minimization. They help divert significant amounts of plastic from landfills and incinerators, reducing environmental impact. And the last one, material reuse. These bricks can be reused in other projects or even remelt into new shapes, enhancing resource efficiency. Okay, next we go to the implementation strategy. Now that we've explored the innovation, let's walk through the implementation strategy. How we can turn the idea of plastic waste bricks into a real-world solution. We have a 4-phase approach. The first phase, research and development. This is where the foundation is laid. We begin by testing different types of plastic and additive like sand or fly ash to find the best mix. Prototypes are designed and tested for strength, fire resistance and other performance metrics. Phase 2, pilot production. Once the concept is validated, we set up a small-scale manufacturing unit. We use this to build sample structures like bench or walls and gather feedback for further product refinement. This helps us identify improvements before large-scale production. Phase 3, scaling and certification. At this stage, we seek construction-grade certifications to ensure safety and quality compliance. We also expand the manufacturing capacity and build partnerships with construction firms and local municipalities to pave the way for larger adoption. Phase 4, commercialization. This is where we take the product to market. We'll target green building firms, NGO, and government housing projects. We use eco-conscious branding and set up a regional supply chain to distribute the bricks efficiently and sustainably. Resource requirement. To bring this vision to life, we need key resources. First, equipment such as extraction and compression molding machinery. Human resource, including engineers, material scientists, and factory workers. Next, capital, from seed funding, government grants, and green innovation funds. And last one, plastic source through partnership with waste management system and community collection program. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad Azwaduddin. Now, let's take a quick look at cost-benefit analysis between traditional cement brick and our proposed alternative, plastic waste brick. Cement bricks rely on expensive, non-renewable material and require high energy for production, resulting in significant carbon emission. This makes them less sustainable in the long run. On the other hand, plastic waste bricks use low-cost or even free recycled plastic. They consume less energy during production and drastically reduce carbon emission. In terms of cost, plastic brick range from only 15 cents to 25 cents per unit, while cement brick costs 45 cents to 60 cents per unit. In summary, plastic waste bricks are not only more economical but also much greener alternative.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Muhammad Nur Aiman. So now I want to talk about the sustainability impact of using plastic waste bricks. First, in terms of waste diversion, producing just 1,000 bricks can divert 1 to 2 tons of plastic waste, especially low value, non-recyclable plastic like wrappers and multi-layer packaging. This helps reduce landfill overflow and pollution. Second, plastic bricks contribute to the circular economy. They turn end-of-life plastic into durable building materials, minimizing waste at every stage and supporting a closed-loop system. There's also a significant reduction in carbon footprint. Producing these bricks use less energy than traditional bricks and avoids emission linked to cement manufacturing. Finally, there's a strong social impact. This initiative supports green job creation in areas like waste collection, sorting and eco-brick production. In summary, plastic waste bricks offer environmental, economic and social benefits.